Hey guys, I'm Wolfie. Guess what? The San Francisco 49ers have officially hired their special teams coach. After all this time, we finally know who it is. It is Brant Boyer, the former special teams coach of the Jets. We've been waiting so long for this, and let's just go ahead and just jump right into it and get to know the guy and see if we're amped or pumped to have this guy in the building. And I'm going to spoil it for you. I think this is a great hire, if not probably the best outcome possible. The start to the San Francisco 49ers offseason has been insanely good. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Brant Boyer, 53 years old. From 1994 to 2004, he was a special teams player, and he's recorded 323 tackles, 13 sacks, and 6 interceptions. So he's been in the fire. He knows what it's like to be a special teamer. He knows what it takes. Not only that, he does have some experience playing defense out there as well. So just having that kind of pedigree, just knowing what it's like to be a player is a big deal. I feel like to players to know that, hey, you've been in my shoes. I think that's a pretty big deal. And then he was a coaching intern from 2009 to 2010 for the Browns and the Giants. And then in 2012 to 2015, he worked with the Indianapolis special teams where Pat McAfee and Adam Vinatieri were on the team as well. So he's been around greatness and knows what it takes. And it's just like to have that experience as a player and then really kind of being a student to the game of being a special teams coach, I feel like is a pretty big deal. And then in 2016, he officially became a special teams coach all the way until 2024 for the Jets. So he's solely been a special teams head coach, just coach for the Jets mainly. Well, let's go ahead and jump into what his stats were and what he's responsible for the Jets as a special teams coach. He's responsible for 2 All-Pro kickers in Braxton Berrios in 2022 and Andre Roberts in 2018. 3 Pro Bowlers in Justin Hardy in 23, Andre Roberts again in 2016, and then kicker Jason Myers in 2019. Since 2016, he is second in touchdowns, second in blocked punts, and 5th in points scored. That is elite stats. We technically got a top 5 guy. Now, here's where everything is kind of a little bit questionable. You're like, okay, he was great when this happened, but there is a new kick return formation, a new kick return rule, I guess, if you want to put it that way, where how everything is set now. It's just different play. It's a different game when it comes to the kick return. Punt returns are obviously still the same. So let's go ahead and jump into that. In 2024, he took a huge dip. We all know there was huge turmoil for the Jets in 2024 with Aaron Rodgers and all that. There's a lot of problems going on there that could cause these problems. And the new kick return rule, obviously, as I said. And then they had 5 different kickers. 5 different kickers. So these percentages, this DVOA, relatively makes sense here. They were 71.4% field goal percentage, was third to last. 90.3% extra point percentage, which is third to last. That's pretty bad. 19th in punt return yards, 20th in kick return yards. So he wasn't exactly absolutely the worst in the new kick return rule, but the punt return rule doesn't give me a lot of promise because the punt obviously hasn't changed. However, from 2019 to in 2019, he was second in DVOA, 20th in DVOA. In 2020, he was 4th in DVOA. In 2021, he was second in DVOA. In 2022, he was second. And in 23, he was 5th in DVOA. However, in 2024, he was 29th in DVOA. Now, again, like I said, those variables brought out 5 different kickers, turmoil, and the new kick return rule. Players love him. Players speak highly of him. I love his history. I love what he can potentially bring to this squad. I didn't expect us to hire this guy. This guy kind of came out of nowhere since when Robert Saleh got hired. The name got brought up of potentially bringing him in. He had not so good a year last year, but he had to work with a lot of problems last year. And hopefully he can come in this year, get us a good kicker, because that's a big deal, an actual good kicker, because from what I hear, special teams coach are responsible for finding kickers. And hopefully Keith Wisnowski can and maybe not bring him. I don't know. That's going to be entirely up to him. However, again, I love this hiring. I love what he could potentially bring to this squad. I truly believe that this is the best offseason the 49ers have had in recent memory. You got Robert Saleh, the best defensive coordinator out there coming in. You got rid of Brian Schneider. You got rid of Nick Sorensen. You got rid of Brandon Staley. And you brought in this new guy, Brant Boyer, who looks like a special teams mastermind. right? And it's up to you if you want to hold that 2024 season against him, but I will not. 1 year does not define you. However, if you look at his consistency, his record, he tends to know what he's doing. Top 5 in just about everything. Actually, top 5 in everything. He's top 5 in absolutely everything. It's just this 1 year has been a little bit of an outlier. So I'll leave that up to you if you actually want to hold that against him or not. But anyway, it's looking out for the San Francisco 49ers. Everything's looking great for the San Francisco 49ers. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like this video if you liked what I had to say here, what I brought to you today. Helps me out a lot. This is what I love to do. This is my passion, and I cannot do it without you. And yeah, you guys are awesome. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby.